Hello, welcome back to this series on learning to live well in this life and body. My name is Dan. My little puppy friend here is Kira, and today I want to introduce to you the Burmese sitting position. This is going to be a very basic meditative seat. It's going to be sort of a step up from sitting upright in a chair, which I introduced to you in my last video. As far as physical difficulty is concerned. So to begin with, I do like to raise my seat up. It can be nice to sit higher up on something. So I'm going to be sitting on this meditation cushion right here. It's filled with buckwheat hulls. You can also sit on a yoga block, on a stack of books, on a 2x4, on any sort of pillow you may have. And in terms of firmness towards softness, this is sort of mid-range. It offers comfort, but it also offers some support, some stability, as opposed to just a regular pillow. A wooden block, yoga block, books can be nice as well sometimes, something a little bit more firm. They can really help you to do some self-massage, to break up some adhesions that may exist around your sit bones, around your pelvic floor. But for longer sits, I think a meditation cushion is nice. So this is going to help raise my hips higher than my knees. It's going to allow me to tilt my pelvis forward and get onto my sit bones and get off of my sacrum, get off of my coccyx. So with the Burmese sitting position, we line up our first heel directly in front of our pubic bone, directly in front of our pubic symphysis, and the next heel is going to go directly in front of that. So we make a straight line with our heels and our pelvic floor. As you do this position, take note of which foot likes to go in front. Likely you will have one foot that feels more natural, and so I do recommend sort of switching it out as you're working. Maybe every other sit, or when you do take note, I always have the left ankle in front. Let me start with the right ankle in front today. This is going to help sort of balance out the hips and how you rise up out of the hips. Now with this meditation cushion, if this is inaccessible to you, you may want to raise your seat up higher so you can add an additional seat down there. This is going to lessen this angle in the hips and the pelvis, and maybe give you a bit more space if you're particularly tight in your lower abdomen, in your hips. So you can play around with sitting up higher, sitting down lower, depending on where you're at in your physical body today. You'll let your hands fall where they may, and then check in with the knees. So I want your knees to be resting on the ground. This is going to be a supportive position. If your knees want to raise up, this is going to require muscular strength. You're going to have to be engaging muscles to hold your knees up, whether or not you're consciously aware of it. And so if your knees don't rest naturally, go ahead and place some cushions, a blanket, anything really that you need to get up under there to support your knees. They only need to be, you only need to put something up under there high enough that your knees are supported. And once your knees are supported, the nervous system will recognize, I don't need to hold these up anymore. And so the nervous system will start to let things go and relax a little bit. The other option you have is, if sitting upright is uncomfortable, you can move this to the wall. And as we did with the upright seat, you can introduce a little bolster or a pillow, depending on how far you are from the wall. You can introduce a bolster or pillow underneath the shoulder blades. So you can sort of see where I have it, sort of mid-spine. And this is actually a little small for me, so I may use a pillow, just in terms of how far I am with the wall, from the wall with this. But this allows me to have just a little bit of support, so I'm not actively holding myself up. So I don't have to work as hard to hold myself in an upright position. And this is not quite right. This pillow is not quite right. And so you may have to play around with what feels right for you on any given day. So, happy sitting, happy meditating. This is the Burmese position. We'll see you soon.